everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to add LinkedIn leads to ActiveCampaign as contacts and add details in Notion. So I'm an owner of a business and I promote my business using LinkedIn leads. So here my objective is that by any of my potential customers or clients, whenever a new lead is going to be generated using LinkedIn leads, I want to add that lead as a contact in my ActiveCampaign account. And with that, I also want to create a record of the lead details in my Notion database as an item. And if I'm going to do this manually, it is going to take me a lot of time. So what I did was, I simply created an automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation, what we're going to learn is that by any of my potential customers or clients, whenever the new lead is going to be generated using LinkedIn leads, I want to add that lead as a contact in my ActiveCampaign account. And with that, I also want to create a record of the lead details in my Notion database as an item. And for that, I will be creating an automation between all of these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add LinkedIn leads to ActiveCampaign as contacts and add details in Notion. So I'm a marketing manager in a company and our LinkedIn ads campaign is generating seamless leads. By manually transferring each lead's information into ActiveCampaign for email nurturing and then recording their details in Notion for team collaboration is time consuming and prone to errors. So by automating this entire process, every new LinkedIn lead is instantly added to ActiveCampaign as a contact, triggering personalized email campaign, while their information is also organized in Notion for our sales team to review and strategize. This integration streamlines our lead management process of our company, and we're going to be creating this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Add LinkedIn Leads to ActiveCampaign as Contacts and Add Details in Notion. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click right over here. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select LinkedIn Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add LinkedIn Leads to ActiveCampaign as Contacts and Add Details in Notion, and there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two concepts over here. Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means that action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as LinkedIn lead gen forms. As with help of LinkedIn, we are promoting our lead campaign, and we want that whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of LinkedIn lead ads, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response. After selecting the trigger application, we need to select our trigger event, which is going to be new lead gen form response. Okay, as whenever a new lead is going to be generated and we're going to receive a response, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. After selecting the trigger application and the event, we're going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, click on connect with LinkedIn lead gen forms right over here. As you can see that we successfully authorized LinkedIn lead gen form with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select the account. So for the account, I am running all the ad campaign from the account Naveen. So what I'm going to do is, for the account over here, I'm going to select that account. Okay, I have multiple accounts. You need to select the specific account with the help of which you are running your campaign and managing the lead campaign. Okay, next it is asking for us to select the lead form, with the help of which form you're collecting your leads data. So I've created a lead form in the name of sample lead gen form. So I'm going to select that form from here. You can select your own created form from this given drop down. Okay, so I've selected the lead form. As I've selected the account and the lead form, it says right over here save and send test request. As we're going to click on the save and send test request button, the last lead that has been generated with the help of this form right over here is going to be captured in our response right over here. So before click on this button, we are going to generate a test lead with the help of this form, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test lead being generated or not. For that, we are going to open our LinkedIn lead profile. So this is my LinkedIn lead profile right over here, and this is the campaign that I've created, and this draft campaign right over here, you can see it is not a live campaign. But if you have a live campaign, whenever a new lead is going to be generated by any of your potential customers or clients, you're going to receive a response right over here. Okay, so I'm going to open this campaign right over here. Under this campaign, there are two other campaigns from which I'm going to select this lead generation right over here. Okay, and there are two sample forms that I've created with the help of these campaigns right over here. These are the two sample ads right over here. So I'm going to do a form submission with the help of the sample ad. I'm going to open this ad. So if your LinkedIn lead campaign is going to be live, you will have to see this ad right away in this similar manner. Okay, as we're going to generate a test lead, for that we have to click on this apply now button. As we're going to do that, you will be forwarded towards this form right over here, and this is the sample lead form that I've created with the help of which I will be collecting my leads data. Okay, it is asking for the leads email address and the phone number, so we're going to fill in the details. For the leads address, I'm going to write in a dummy address right over here, that is testdemo897@pabblytudes.com, and for the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After filling all the required details, I'm going to click on submit to do the test submission. So after the form submission is done, it says information sent to Pabbly. As now the form submission is done, now what we are going to do is we are going to click on this save and send test request button. As we're going to do that, we have received a response right over here. In the response, we have received the response of testdemo897@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number over here, dummy mobile number with all the other details. So this means that LinkedIn lead gen form, that is LinkedIn leads, is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. So now whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of LinkedIn lead ads, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. But if you're not going to receive the response immediately, then do not worry. As LinkedIn Leads is a polling based application, you can see next to it, it says 10 minutes. So this is the polling duration. That means in every 10 minutes, whenever the new lead is going to be captured by LinkedIn Leads, it is going to send that new data to Pabbly Connect in this every 10 minutes duration right over here. And if you want to make any changes in this duration right over here, click on this three dots and set trigger time right over here. And you can see a window is going to appear. As you're going to click on it, you're going to see there are multiple options that is going to be provided to you to select your trigger time, for the minimum being 10 minutes to the maximum being 24 hours. I want to select the trigger time to be 10 minutes. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to click on this save button. It says that it has been updated successfully. Okay, so do not worry if you're not going to receive the response immediately, as LinkedIn Leads is a polling based application. Our trigger step is done now. We have received the response of the lead being generated with the help of LinkedIn lead ads. Okay, now we want to add this lead as a contact in our ActiveCampaign account. So for that, we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as ActiveCampaign, as we want to create a contact in our ActiveCampaign account. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create or update contact, as now we want to create a contact in our ActiveCampaign account. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear, on which you can add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, it is asking for the API key and the URL to connect ActiveCampaign to Pabbly Connect. To have the access of the API key and the URL, we need to open our ActiveCampaign account. So this is my ActiveCampaign account, and to have the access of the API key and the URL, we have to click on this settings from the left side of our panel. As we're going to do that, under settings it says developer, we are going to click on it. And over here, as we're going to do that, under API access, we have the URL and the. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here, and I'm going to paste it right over here. In the help desk, it says we have to remove the HTTPS from here. So I'm going to remove this from here. Okay. And for the API key, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this key from here, and I'm going to paste it right over here. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this save button. As you can see that ActiveCampaign is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for the email, first name, last name, phone number and other details of our contact that we are creating. So for the details of our contact, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as I'm going to click on this field, it says LinkedIn lead gen form. This was the previous step. As I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As it is asking for the email of our contact, so I'm going to search for the email right over here. This is the email. I'm going to select the data of the email of my lead from my previous response. As I selected data from the previous response, the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data is going to be updated in place of this map data. Okay. Next, it is asking for the first name and the last name. I don't require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. For the phone number over here, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data of the phone number of our lead. So this is the phone number, so I'm going to map the data of the phone number right over here. It is asking for all these other details. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part, and then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see right away we've received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my ActiveCampaign account and I'm going to check whether a new contact has been added to my ActiveCampaign account or not. For that, I'm going to open my ActiveCampaign account. And yes, you can see right over here a new contact with the email as testdemo876@pabblytunes.com with a dummy mobile number has been created in my ActiveCampaign account. So this means that we successfully added a contact to our ActiveCampaign account with the help of the lead details that we have received with the help of LinkedIn leads. So now as the contact is created, with that we also want to create a record of the lead in our Notion database as an item. So we're going to add another action step in this workflow. And for the action application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as Notion. So I'm going to select my action application as Notion. And for the action event as create database item, as now we want to create an item in our database with the lead details. Okay, so then we're going to click on connect to connect Notion to Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. So I have created a database in the name of LinkedIn leads details, and I want to create an item in this database right over here. So now I'm going to click on this connect with Notion button right over here. Okay. As we're going to do that, a new window is going to appear in front of you, on which you have to first select the page. So for the page, I will be selecting it as LinkedIn lead details, okay, because as I want to create a record of that in this database right over here. After selecting the page, we are going to click on allow access button, as the save process and my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this button right over here. As you can see that we successfully connected Notion to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for us to select a database. I've created a database in the name of LinkedIn leads details. So what I'm going to do is for the database over here, I'm going to select that database. Okay. Next, it is asking for the phone number and the email of our lead that has been generated. So I've created two fields in the name of email and phone number, and I want to create a record of the lead's email and phone number in this database right over here. So for the details of these fields, what we are going to do is we're going to map the data. So I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my lead right over here. So this is the phone number, I'm going to map it. Similarly for the email, I'm going to map the data for the email of my lead right over here. Okay. After filling in all the required detail, I do not require the content field, so I'm going to skip the part. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response, which is a positive response. And I'm going to open my Notion account and I'm going to check whether in my database an item of the lead details is created or not. For that, I'm going to open my database that I've created. And yes, you can see right over here, an item with the lead details has been created in my Notion database. It's email as testdemo897@pabblytunes.com with a dummy mobile number. So this means that we successfully created an automation between LinkedIn leads, ActiveCampaign and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am a marketing manager at a company and our LinkedIn lead campaign is generating steady stream of leads. So by creating this amazing automation, what is going to happen that every time a new lead is going to be generated by any of our potential customers or clients using LinkedIn leads, automatically that lead is going to be added as a contact in my ActiveCampaign account first, and with that a record of that lead details is also going to be created in my Notion database as an item. And for that we have created this amazing automation between LinkedIn leads, ActiveCampaign and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how you create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.